Hello and welcome back to the Blades and Banter podcast. My name is Nolan Carney. I'm joined by Clayton Gates. And today we have a super awesome duo of guests. We have Emilea Zingas and Vadym Kolesnik. Hello, how are you guys? How are you doing? How are you
Thank you.
feeling post Grand Prix final?
Thank you so much for having us. We're feeling really good. We're excited. I think the Grand Prix season was really fun for us and just like a big stepping stone for us overall in our career. And making it to the final was something that we've been wanting to do, obviously, since we started. And taking that step and kind of kicking those doors down and making it in the top six was a really big deal for us. And we're just really proud of how we carried ourselves through the Grand Prix. And yeah, it was super fun. I mean, Japan was amazing. Like, I ate the best food that I think I've ever had in my life. And the Japanese people were so encouraging. Like, everybody was just like really happy to see us everywhere we went. Like, we were at Don Quixote at like 2 in the morning after we competed, and people were like, "Oh my God," knew who we were. We were freaking out. So
Yeah,
it was cool.
good thing I had a credit card.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so before we get into kind of your Grand Prix circuit, your training stuff like that, the first kind of a good thing to kind of dive into the interviews, getting a little bit to know about how you got involved in the sport, um, what specifically how you got involved into it, and then maybe how you got involved into ice dance.
Well, I started skating when I was like 4 years old, I think. I just at like local learn to skate. And I from there started playing hockey. And my sister actually, I have three older siblings, and she was figure skating. And my parents were maybe, I don't want to say disappointed, but maybe they didn't think we were excelling at what we were doing. So they decided, at one point we did both. So I started figure skating and she started playing hockey.
That's not the story.
And then we switched. And Vadym's going to say that they kicked me out of hockey. They did not kick me out of hockey. I just had a problem with, I didn't want to deal with the puck. And so I was just tripping people. And they were like, you gotta do something else. And so found my niche in individual sports pretty early on. But yeah, and then after that, I skated in St. Clair Shores, Michigan for like, I want to say like 10 years or 11 years competitively as a single skater. And then Igor approached me, asked if I want to skate with the team. Took some convincing. And then finally I said yes. And yeah, we've been skating together for four seasons now. This is our
Okay.
fourth season. Yeah.
Wow, Vadim, how about you?
Well, I started when I was 3 years old. My grandma brought me in. I was actually a very chunky kid, and they said no. There was only one coach. They're really strict in Ukraine for some reason about that. But I was doing singles until I was 12, 13 maybe. Then I switched to ice dance and at the age of 15, I think I came to US. And that's when Igor proposed to skate in his group. I had pretty successful junior career, and then I was during the COVID, I split up with my ex-partner, and I was searching for a new partner for about 2 years, and I found Emmy. Actually, Igor called me on my birthday, and he said that he has a perfect partner for me, and I said,
Oh,
and he said it's a single skater. She's competing
He
in
was laughing.
Uber.
He was like, "What do you mean single skater?" Like,
I was like, okay. But when we had a tryout, I think it just instantly clicked, and ever since it's been great.
so team sports are for you after all,
yeah, I
Emilea.
guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I was just young and like competitive because it can be really competitive with certain things. So I was like, I don't know. And I wasn't good at handling the puck. Like hand-eye coordination is not really my thing. So
So were you tripping people with the puck or like were you tripping them with your
no,
skates? Like how is this? How are
just
you tripping people?
just with the stick, I think. And like my mom and I was just like twirling around by myself, like doing stuff by myself. I wasn't really into the whole game. But my sister actually, she was figure skating and was not very good. She was like super awkward and she's a lot taller than me and stuff. So, but she ended up playing D1 hockey. So
Oh,
good.
oh, so it
Oh,
worked out for her.
wait,
Yeah.
where does she play for?
Cornell.
Oh, that's
Okay.
so cool.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so Vadim, you specifically started with singles
Yeah.
first. And how did you like how was the transition like at a younger age from singles to dance? How did you kind of get
Um,
involved in the dance circuit?
It was very interesting because I had a great coach, Vitaly Viktorovich. He was a junior world champion as well, long time ago. He taught me all the way to, Emmy's gonna disagree with that. I did have one trip. She says it's not documented, so it's not true, but I did have one. It was Salkov. Stop. It's true. Uh, but at some point, I think I got injured. I had a pretty severe injury with my knee, and I couldn't jump as well as I used to.
Mhm.
And I tried out ice dancing, and I just loved it. I tried it out with Galina Churyova in Kharkiv. She was amazing. I still keep contact with her. I just saw her
Yeah,
at
we started
finals,
final.
so
Oh,
it was great. She had the junior Ukrainian team. They did pretty
That's
good.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did. And then one question for Emilea now. So you said that, so you skated, obviously you started in the US and then you skated for Cyprus for a couple of years. And then following the conclusion of like your singles career, I know I saw a quote that you were like, I don't want to do dance. Like just I don't want to do that at all. So
I saw that too.
Yeah.
what
What's
what
that
ended
about?
what ended up convincing you like to finally team up with Vadim and also kind of throw yourself into the dance discipline as well? What like kind of drew you into it?
I honestly like don't know. It was probably just Vadym because like I think if it was anyone else, like I wouldn't have done it. I actually during that time had pair tryouts because I was supposed to move to Boston. So like a few different pair boys had asked me to try out with them for pairs. And it was like right following the time that I'd skated with Vadym in Novi. And I was like, I can't do this. Like I can't skate with anyone but Vadym. For some reason, it just like I was just like, this is weird. Like, I'd never held anyone's hand on the ice before I skated with Vadym. And then, like, I had these two pair tryouts, and I was like, this is not for me. And also, so painful. I was like, kudos to anyone who does pairs. I was in pain for like days after I did pairs, really, because they started me off doing like throw triples right away. And so I was like,
We actually did a very good throw at
Did
yeah,
you do a throw?
yeah, we did
oh,
do a throw at the show. But, yeah, so I think the only reason was Vadym. And I mean, it was close to my home. Like my parents live about an hour away from where we train. And so it was more feasible, I guess I would say. And then also, I think something inside of me just like, I don't know, I just knew I could do it. I don't know. And I love like performing. That's like always been something I loved in skating. It's like always kind of what I enjoyed the most and like creating and off ice dance was always something that I loved to do. So it was just like, I don't know, but yeah, I guess it was still a huge decision. Like for me,
Yeah.
it like took a lot of courage to make that choice because it was so many people telling me that I was never going to do it. There's probably like 10 people like saying you'll never be successful. You don't look like an ice dancer. You're never going to be good at ice dance. This is a mistake, like all this thing. So it was just like I had to go against a lot of that, and I'm really happy that I did. So, and Vadym was fighting for me to
I
do it
wanted to
too.
take a sip of told you so.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm like, no, I can't think that until we make it like 100% like world medals and stuff. But
Well,
No,
you've proved them wrong so far.
absolutely you have. And I can't believe anyone would ever say, like, watching both of you skate previously and in singles both, like, the skating skills are awesome. Rock solid, the performance has always been there. But speaking of singles, can we talk again about Emmy doing a triple flip in dance boots in the holiday show? Like, and then the throws? Like,
yeah. I mean, actually, I just got used to wearing the dance boots. Like for me, it's like you just like the toe pick is smaller and the blade is shorter. So I just had to like adjust my weight. After the first time that I jumped in the dance boots, I was like, oh, it's like not that bad. And I really don't jump often, but Danielle
mhm.
Parkman was like, oh, I bet you can't do that. And I got a little like, I
Famous
got a
last
little like,
words.
yeah, I was like, don't say that because now I have to do it. And so then I just did one and that was it. And
but the crazy
yeah,
flex was the arms up too.
yeah.
Like
The
Oh
rip
yeah.
on,
just the
yeah.
normal one.
It's easier with the arms up though for me. I don't know. But
And that brings me to one question where a lot of people have like this discourse that like
Hmm.
what's more difficult, like a triple Lutz or like doing your twizzles in a run through? Like what would you say? Because I feel like this is like a very polarizing question for dancers and skaters alike.
I mean, it's so different. Like I guess when I skated in singles, all I was thinking about was the jumps. And like, I mean, I was doing stuff in between, obviously, because that's like something that I was good at and something that earned me points. But I didn't have to think about A, being in close proximity with somebody else, and B, like 100% of the ice dance program you're on. And like you can't have a moment to like look down, or you can't have a moment to like breathe out, exhale, reset yourself as like single skaters do on the, 4 or 5 crossovers that they do around the circle. And like that's a time where you can kind of center yourself. And in dance, you don't really have that. I mean, if you look at like our rhythm dance twizzles, we go straight from the midline. I do twizzle, cross roll, crossover, jump, jump right into like, you know what I mean, our twizzle set, and we're in hold the whole time. So there's no reset moment for the entirety of the ice dance program. You have no, you know what I mean, kind of like control yourself moment. And that's what I would say is harder about ice dance. And also too, I think just being in unison is difficult. I mean, I don't know. What would you? I don't know.
Well, me as a fellow ex-jumper with you, I would say just twizzles, they take a long time as an element
Mhm.
Yeah, true,
too.
true,
Like
true.
so sometimes I find myself at competitions thinking about twizzles. That's when I mess up.
Yeah, it's better to not think.
Yes.
Better to just do it. Like we practice so many times, it's not worth it to like think, oh, I need to change this or I need to adjust this because then it goes wrong. But I think they're equally difficult. Like obviously doing a
Mhm.
jump is hard and like
Yeah.
a lot of physical strength, a lot of mental strength because it can be scary. But yeah, I would say they're equally as hard. I don't know if that's a great answer, but
No, that was very
That's
well
perfect.
put.
Well, speaking of practice and training, let's transition a little bit to the this past summer and the fall Grand Prix series. Y'all had a very successful Grand Prix series. And with this being an Olympic season, did y'all have any sort of changes or different methods of training that you implied like earlier this summer?
I mean, for sure. I think our approach in general changed this year. You can talk a little bit about it. I mean, like we were healthier physically and really just on the game mentally because we knew if we wanted to make the Olympic team, if we wanted to get ourselves in a good position to, reach our goals, we were going to have to like every competition this year, we were going to have to skate the best we'd ever done in like compared to previous years. And we also knew that we were going to have to be as physically fit as we possibly could be for every competition because we couldn't afford a slow start to the season. Like
Yeah.
maybe some other teams can, top teams in the world, they can have one competition with a few mistakes at the beginning or change the program and see how it progresses. But for us, we couldn't really afford that because we wanted to come out, get a good scores, get a good world standing, you know what I mean, improve our position domestically. And I mean, to do that, we trained really hard. And in the summer, we prioritized, we went to Italy with Benoit. We prioritized getting the program done early. And then as soon as we had it done, just training it over and over and over and over again. And like every little detail is, thought out and there's intention behind it. And that's something that helped us when, you know what I mean, you're down in the trenches after the third run through and you just need to get through, another one. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think we just had a shorter off season if you think about it.
yeah,
I
we
had a
did.
surgery in off season, so we wanted to be as ready as we can. So as soon as I was able to do most of my things, I just jumped into it. We finished the program with Benoit in New York first, then we
Yeah,
came back, did minor changes with Igor. Then we had a great opportunity to go to Italy,
yeah.
to Cormeyer, which we loved, and we
Yeah.
just were working next to some of the best skaters, first of all, who were pushing us, like Adam, like Minerva.
Minerva Nikita, the Hungarian team, Nina Pinzerone was there. It was just like a lot of really high level skating, and everybody was fast.
But it's
Like,
different type of
yeah,
skating
it's
too.
different types.
Mm.
What we noticed on the ice is everyone was fast. Like they were moving across the ice, which a lot of times in ice dance, like you can get a lot of speed, but compared to pair skating, when you're going into triple twist or something, you're not having that much speed. And what we wanted to incorporate, not that we wanted to incorporate any type of pair skating into our programs, but we wanted to incorporate the speed. And what we noticed is at the end of the 4 minutes, you know what I mean? In that last minute, it's really hard to carry the speed when you're just training normally. And so we decided it's time to kick it into high gear
Yeah.
and just,
But I also think
yeah.
because I was watching Adam a
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
skating and dancing over there, for me it was like so impressive how quick and light on his feet he was. So I
Yeah.
was trying to kind of replicate the same ideas and some of the moves I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I think it helped me a lot with my personal skill.
Yeah, like just working on variety of movement because our programs are so different also. Like the rhythm dance, I'm like super sharp and super sassy from start to finish, and
Well, it's
like
not like we're not sharp and free, but
yeah, but the type of movement is different, and
Mhm.
also the expression is much different. So it's like having that variety of movement and variety of expression was really important. That's something that we worked on a lot there, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Okay, so you obviously you got to work with, well, this isn't your first program that you've worked with Benoit with in for your free dance this season. You got to go to the summer to work with him in the summer. First off, what was your general impressions like first meeting Benoit? Because he's kind of like a polarizing figure in this sport. Like you see him like a bald dude with like all black, maybe like sunglasses on. Like he's a little scary when you look at him at first.
Yeah.
Um, and then going into your free dance this season, how did you guys come to select this music? And then what do you think about when you're going to like center ice and what do you want to portray as the music hits the beat?
Well, meeting Benoit was honestly an interesting experience. Like I didn't really know much about him when he came to Novi. And I was scared. I mean, like not like scared, like actually scared, but I was nervous because he is intimidating, just like as a human being, he just is a little intimidating. But he also was helping us with our first year program, just like doing a few things for us.
Yeah,
And actually, I loved what he did. Like, even in our first year program, I was like, oh my God, that made it so
it
much
did
better.
make a
It
huge
made a
change.
huge difference, like, from us going for, like, before nationals, we had him work with us. And going into that nationals, I think it helped us, like, a lot. But after, like, working with him for an hour or two, he just, like, he's super nice. And he cares a lot about us. Like, from the start, I felt like he was investing himself into us and, like, was caring a lot about us. And
He's just a good guy generally
since
too.
then, he's just like given a lot of his energy, a lot of his time, like resources, connecting us with other people, like to help us. And he's been a mentor to us, but like off the ice too. You know, sometimes we're a little too intense. We get a little,
Mm.
we want to do things right, right? Mostly him, maybe.
There. Okay.
Well,
What kind of advice does he give?
but he just like he talks about, I mean, his own career and like
Mhm.
maybe some things that he would have done differently. And, you know, having a partner is not always the easiest thing because you're working closely with someone. You make it easy. Don't look at me. But, you know, like things can come up. You can have little arguments. And if you let those like impede your training on a daily basis, it's just like super unhealthy, first of all. And second of all, it's not productive. And you can't be successful if you're not working good together every single day and making the improvements that you need to do every single day. So he talked to us a lot about that and just how to be efficient on the ice. And yeah, you can talk about the programs and stuff if you want.
Well, we were kind of on a edge of not picking Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah,
right?
like we had a few ideas that we really loved, and I'm not gonna say maybe because we want to use
Yeah, maybe you'll use them
year.
next year.
Yeah, we want to use for
Yeah.
next year.
But it was mostly Igor who was against it at first,
Yeah,
but then I think Benoit explained a little bit more in details what was his vision like. He didn't want to choose like the
kissing you, you know, like the music that
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very different. It's a very
yeah,
different cut for
he
sure.
wanted to show more dark side of it because this is a drama and it is a happy, but ultimately for me it's still a sad story because they both die.
yeah.
Um,
And I mean, he sent us first this program from Pizarrat, and I mean, I've watched the program like many times before. It's an amazing program,
Mhm.
and also super physically impressive. Like everything that they're doing in this program is super impressive, and I think Vadym skates a little bit like he does. Like he has a nice
Mhm.
line and stuff, so something that we can relate to. And Benoit said, you know, I want to use this music, but do it in a different way, but something that's still modern. Like, because when they did it, what they were doing is modern compared to, you know what I mean, the other interpretations of the story. So he wanted to kind of do the same thing, but different, I guess I'd say.
yeah.
And
Well, I was
yeah,
not 100% on board with it to be honest
yeah.
at first too, but then when we started doing choreography, it all kind of started making
Yeah.
sense to me and I was like, okay, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And I think like a big thing that we're trying to capitalize on, I would say, is just like our strength, our power, but also like the freshness and the youthfulness that we can bring. And Romeo and Juliet is a story about young people. And, we're portraying this dark kind of gothic energy, but it still has this middle part of like freshness and like young love and kind of like desperation almost, I feel. And it's something that I connect to really well, I think, when we skate. And so that's helped us, like, even just training. It's like, you wake up at 7 a.m. You don't want to have to do
Yeah.
yeah, and stuff. But because I love the program so much and the emotions like connect well with me, it just makes it easier. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys mentioned Anasina and Pezarod's Romeo. Did you ever try did you think about like having Emilea lifting Vadym? Because that's like one of the most like
I
iconic parts of
always
that rhythm free
see, I
dance.
think that I could do it, but Vadym always says no, like we shouldn't do that. Like he's scared. He's a
He
little,
almost dropped me once. That's why.
well, that was a different time. It was a different time.
Sorry.
But I think I could do it, and maybe we'll try one day.
One
That
day.
would be really cool, honestly. Maybe that's like a program for the future or something. You never know.
They've
But
had cool programs too.
They did.
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
Well, both programs have been serving you great this Grand Prix season. So let's get into a little bit about, you talked some about your expectations going into the Grand Prix season. What changed and how did that first Grand Prix medal in China feel? And what was like the outlook onto the rest of the season after that point?
I mean, it was a little bit surprising because, of course, we had our hopes high, but we didn't know that it's gonna go that way and that we're gonna get this massive of a score. I was just only dreaming about it, and then when it actually happened, I think I was first couple days I was in disbelief and shock that this has actually happened.
Yeah. I think like when we skated in China, obviously some other teams that were our biggest competitors there made mistakes. And although this, in my opinion, opened the door for us, we still had to walk through, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I had to step through and skate our best. And it's a lot of pressure in that moment because you're hearing the score of the team that you're competing against go before you. And obviously they've made a major mistake. And like this is your moment to lock in, like do your best.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking to myself, like, okay, this is the moment. It's like you just have to do what you do at home and you're gonna be 100% good. And after we skated that rhythm dance, and I was nervous before the rhythm dance, more nervous than any other competition this year, I think. And after we skated, I was just feeling like that wasn't that hard. Like we've done so much harder stuff like at home. Like I was feeling like, and it got rewarded because we were just like relaxed and with each other and it wasn't even perfect. Like
Oh,
it
it
could,
wasn't our
yeah, it
best.
wasn't our best. Even like we felt like we could have done better when we finished, but still because we had like this training and this like confidence, I guess, going into it, it was just like they got rewarded and it looked really good. So then going into the free dance in China, I was nervous again, obviously, because we're in second place position and we've never been in that position at a Grand Prix before. But I felt almost like liberated in the fact that
Mm.
I knew that I could do it. Like nothing in our program for me now is so difficult that I need to be worried about it because we've trained it so much. Like obviously it's challenging, it's hard, and it's a lot to commit to, no matter when you're doing it. But it's just like we've done it so many times. It's all going to be good. And before we skated, he's like, "You got this. Just take a deep breath, relax." And I was like, "Okay." And then once the music started, I like barely even remember. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, training really did
yeah,
carry
it
that.
carried us
I
through.
think the only time we were actually nervous was in Finland going into free dance because that was the
I wasn't
moment.
that nervous.
I didn't feel nervous at all. I was nervous only flying there and flying back.
Oh my God.
Do you not like to fly?
No.
I'm
No.
with you, Vadim. I do not
Oh,
like flying at
see, I
all.
love it.
Oh my God, he's the worst. When we went to Korea, like our first or
No, that was our first
our first
15.
That's your
Asia.
championship event, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
our first trip to Asia. I think it was Shanghai. I
No, China, you're
Yeah,
right.
it was China. And we flew like straight from Detroit to Seoul.
Igor didn't believe that flights go past 13 hours.
Yeah, and no, Igor is 15 and he's like, no, it's 13. And we got an argument about besides the point. Whatever. I went to sleep. It was like 11 a.m. flight. I took like 3 types of medication. I slept for like 9 hours on that flight. And I woke up 9 hours later. I was so confused. We still had 6 hours left on the flight. And when I fallen asleep, Vadym was sitting in the chair, like holding the armrest, like staring straight ahead. And then when I woke up, he was in the same exact position. Like I thought I had been asleep for like 30 minutes and it was like 9 hours later and he was still sitting like this. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't sleep ever really on the plane.
Well,
You got better.
I've gotten better
Yeah.
after 4 times been to Asia.
Yeah.
Only this season, I think we've been.
Well, we've been 3 times this season. So
This
this is like
season.
five times we've been to Asia now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
A lot of travel miles for you.
I know. Yeah,
guys.
exactly. And I
Well,
mean, you're my kind of traveler.
yeah, I just sleep. Like
Yeah.
I'm out as soon as we get on.
I'm getting the neck pillow and
I
we're
was
hitting
gonna ask,
hay.
who's the more anxious competitor you think of the two? Like, who keeps you guys stable for you? Sure. Okay.
He's like a rock. Like he's very settled. He doesn't really show, even if you're nervous, I feel you don't show it too much. And I'm like, I'm nervous for you. Can you calm me down a little bit? Like I'm feeling a little, and I always say it because I feel like it's better to say it than just to like not say and be internally nervous. So I'm always just like, I'm a little nervous. Like, can you calm me down? But actually this year I felt like compared to previous seasons, like way less nervous in general. So
I think I used to
yeah.
be the same probably as you, nervous,
Yeah.
but then I don't know, maybe I just matured or grew up or something. Not
I'm not
sure. But no, what I mean, I think is we've done so much training and so much hard work that when we get to the competition, I think that's the time to enjoy it
Yeah.
because that's what we've ultimately been working for. So for me, it's not so much stress, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
when you're doing quad run throughs, we'll get to that later, but when you're
yeah.
doing quad run throughs, you should feel
Yeah, we've
pretty
heard the
prepared.
rumor.
But Clayton,
But
sorry.
fast forwarding to the final, you talked a little bit about it already, but tell us more about the Japanese audience. How did that fuel you? And, being with the top ice dancers on the circuit, like what would you say your biggest takeaway was from that competition?
I think we were there to enjoy ourselves. Like going in, we wanted to skate our best because we want to show that we deserve to be there. Like we're competitive with these teams. It's not like a ticket that we drew, like we earned our way there. So we wanted to skate our best and be comparable, if not, you know what I mean, close to the other teams. But we were also there to enjoy ourselves and soak in the moment. And, it's a really special event because it's a lot less people than like a normal Grand Prix, if you think about it. Like the practices is the first time for us being on practice with only 3 teams and being on the 5 minute with only 3 teams. Like it's a totally different feeling. Normally it's kind of like on edge. You have to get your elements done and people are, fighting to get their space on the ice. And everyone was a little bit more
I mean, we still did manage.
to almost hit other people, but that only happened one time. So it was
Okay.
No, fault.
okay. Yeah. And yeah, so I think like overall we felt a more relaxed environment and Igor was just happy to be there. Like Igor was vibing the whole competition. Like I could tell he was just chatting it up, like just vibing and telling us, enjoy it, guys, like be competitors, go out there, skate your best, but enjoy it and, have some fun. And so it was really good. I mean, obviously there were some things that we weren't happy with. Some things out of our control, some things in our control. So it's just like almost, I don't know, like a little sad that happened, like these things happen. But at the end of the day, I think we skated in a way we can be proud of, especially in a high pressure event.
It's also good that maybe those things happened at
Now,
finals,
Yeah.
nationals, or
Yeah.
somewhere down the road,
Yeah.
Yeah. Nolan, should we skip to that question that since they
Well,
brought it
yeah,
up?
we can we'll pivot to that and then we'll pivot
Okay,
back
then come
because
back.
we assume we know what you're discussing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
you got
yeah, we
Clayton.
definitely wanted to ask if you were ever to get clarification on the deductions you got in the rhythm dance, what the illegal element was. Was this the first you heard about it? What did you make of all of that situation?
Yeah, well, we got the 2 deductions. One was for the jump that
No,
she,
two deductions for the jump, and then S was for the midline.
yeah,
Mm.
And with the S deduction, I didn't know that existed. I'd never seen
Us either.
that letter on the protocol
sometimes
before.
when you not see numbers, you see words.
Was it like S for super? S for super good? I
Super
thought
good.
so.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? So basically is for separation or in
Mm.
contact when you're not supposed to be in contact.
Mm.
And that drops the level of the midline by 1 for both partners, and it caps GOE. So,
Okay.
um, basically, the ask deduction he explained to us because we have a meeting with the technical panel to get feedback, and they tell you like which levels you got or whatever. And in the beginning of the midline step, you'll see we come around the corner, and I put my hand on his chest before I do a 3-turn and step into the mohawk.
Beginning
And
of the step
yeah,
sequence.
and
We crossed the midline,
I
I
had
guess.
left my hand on his chest while I crossed the midline.
Mm.
And as he's crossing, I lift my hand, but because my hand is still coming off his chest as he's passing the midline, we got the deduction. So, and honestly, I was like, when we were having this meeting, I was like, what, probably making
No,
my face because I was like,
that's
what's going on?
that's a hard call.
It was a harsh call, in my opinion, at least. And
Was the jump? I mean,
yeah,
it is. I'm not
it's
gonna argue with anything,
yeah.
but like we've looked through the rules many times, and at the beginning of the season, we talked to the other people, and they said it was fine. You know,
Yeah.
like it
I
can be
mean,
all
like,
legal because this is not her jumping. This is an assistant jump where I'm assisting her and helping her. Like I have a contact with her while
yeah,
she
we
does the.
hold
Mhm.
like this, and I hold also his shoulder, and then I grab on the way down too. So it's like mostly 2 points of contact, and he's assisting me.
Yeah, but they counted it as a jump on her own, so that's why we
Yeah. So they
got
said
that.
because I jumped too much, maybe on my own on the day.
And it was
Helping me
also
out.
like more than one revolution.
Yeah, so yeah, but I mean we've had probably like 5 or 6, 7 maybe technical specialists take a look at the programs, and we've not heard about it before, and that's why it was a shock to us. Like you'll see
Mhm.
like Kiss and Cry, I was like,
I mean, we had the same
Yeah.
job. I know.
and we've had this technical
You
panel.
had the same panel, yeah.
So I mean it was disappointing for us, I guess I'd say, because it was not something we were expecting, and also that's a big hit to our score.
But
And
again, it's
yeah, but
it's better now than
yeah,
later.
and
Right.
that's something that's like an easy fix, quick change, and so it's not
I
something.
think the first thing we got on the ice
Yeah.
and did home was to fix
Yeah,
that.
I didn't even.
10 seconds.
No, I didn't even.
Yeah. What did you replace it with, or can we know?
Is it a single flip now?
Actually, no.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. We used to do single flip into a lift actually, and then we took that out. But
Next year, maybe.
now I'm just 3-turn and then a jump, or like a short 3-turn, and I jump the way backwards. So it's only one revolution. So even if I
Okay.
was to do by myself, in their opinion, it would still be legal.
Okay, well that's good.
Perfect.
We're glad. Pivoting back now to Japan, what was your guys' favorite part of traveling to Japan? And then I have a question for Emilea because I saw on your TikTok that you got like a mascara,
Oh
like
my
in the
God.
first
Yeah, I
time that
bought
you
like
went.
6
Did
of
you get
them.
more?
Oh my
Okay.
God, I bought them for my sisters. I bought them for my mom. It's the best mascara. Like you can't find it anywhere here, or unless you want to pay like double or
Yeah.
triple the amount. So yeah, I bought like 6 of them. I brought a brown color. I bought the remover again. Don't worry, I'm stocked up for a while now. But yeah, you can talk about Japan.
I mean, I had a great time. The food was great. I think it's best cuisine maybe in a world
Mm.
because we found this great restaurant. Originally, we were going in a different place, but we got there. The line was
Yeah,
insane.
we wanted to go to like Ichiran Ramen. It's supposed to be like famous there, I guess, but there was a line like all the way around the block.
Yeah.
So
So we went to a random spot just on the
Next
same
door.
street, and the food was magnificent.
it was
It
so
was just
Mm.
amazing.
yeah. And I mean, I was living for the matcha. Actually, I didn't like I never really had matcha before the first time I went to Japan, which was
Ever?
September. I only tried it one time in high school, and it was from Starbucks. It was bad.
Yeah, no, that's not the place to get matcha.
Yeah, it was
I'm a
bad.
big matcha connoisseur. You have to go to like that local place.
Yes. And so I was getting a matcha latte every day. There was like a cafe right by our hotel, and that was like fueling me for the day. I'm like, I love my matcha, probably twice on some days.
Not
And
not about my life.
Vadym doesn't like it. And we bought so many Kit Kats. Vadym bought a whole suitcase full of Kit Kats.
It's right in the
They-
back. I
They
was
have-
debating whether I should show it.
No, we
but-
probably
Wait, yeah, did you get the different
There's
flavors?
30 different flavors.
Yeah, there's
You
five
could-
different
There's
flavors.
so many.
But you like matcha Kit Kat.
I do like matcha Kit Kat. I don't like matcha, but I like matcha Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Is the problem that it's not sweet enough for you, Vadym?
I don't know. I just don't. It tastes like grass to me. Like I don't
You gotta
know.
put like
No,
some
you
vanilla,
gotta.
some strawberry, the strawberry matcha. That's where it's
Well, when
at.
she did it one
He
time
won't
for
have to
me,
deal.
she
He
doesn't.
doesn't understand.
She does not often make it for me, but the one
Well,
time
because
she
it's
did,
expensive. The matcha that I have is like good, and I don't want to waste it if he's not gonna.
now I'm a waste. That's when we start. I'm a great partner to.
You heard it here first
The matcha,
on the
the,
Bites Bench podcast.
the matcha can be so expensive. I'm like,
Mm,
so,
okay.
but yeah, I did get some more matcha in Japan also, which was great. And then, yeah, I mean, the Japanese people in general were like so excited to see us
Supportive.
and so supportive. Like probably 24 hours of the day, there was people sitting in the hotel lobby, just like ask like to say hi and like take photos of us. Like anytime we went out, I was like, oh, I need to have a good outfit on because people are sitting there waiting to take our photo. And yeah, we got a lot of amazing gifts. Like a lot of amazing gifts, custom like stuffed animals, custom gloves, socks, like a lot of things with our name on it. And it was really cool.
I
And
don't know, maybe because I'm a little inexperienced in this type of things, but I feel like just this season the support for the figure skating has been so much more than usual. I don't know if it's just
just
because it's
because,
Olympic season
People are locked in.
yeah,
or like I don't know, maybe we're doing something right and people are getting more interested in it. Like I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
Because in China, in Finland, in Japan, we've had so much support
yeah,
and the crowd was just amazing.
yeah.
Everybody's in Japan they had when we had our first challenger this season in Japan, they had flags for every country. They were having standing
Flag with our name
ovations.
on it, like our photos on it. They gave us banners with like our caricatures on it. It was just, it's like, and I have it all hanging in
Oh,
my loft apartment. And it's just cool because I don't know if previous seasons we got support for sure in previous seasons, but this
Yeah.
season has felt like extra special. Like everybody's on our team and like that feels really nice. So yeah.
That's good. Well, let's take a little shift maybe to talk a little bit about your training routine. You guys obviously skate with Igor shpilband, who's one of the most well-known coaches in ice dance. I wanted to know what is one lesson or value that you guys have been able to learn through your training with him?
You want to start?
I think Igor is an amazing coach for us, particularly because he kind of understands both of our personalities and he understands when it's time to push and when it's time to maybe take the foot off the gas and allow us to do some things ourselves or allow us to have a day off or allow us to, like have some rest. And I've also learned from Igor that a lot of the outside noise doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what people saying, what people thinking, what anybody else does, because you can't change what anybody else does. You just have to put your head down, do the work, and show up. Like every day, if you show up 100% for yourself and for your partner, skate your best for yourself and for your partner, put your head down, grin, bear it, no matter how hard it gets, you'll see results. And I mean, it's not easy. Like, I think sometimes maybe it's glamorized a little bit, especially ice dance, because all the women are so beautiful and the skating is so beautiful. But I mean, it can be really challenging on the day to day. And there's a lot of things that it's mentally challenging, it's physically challenging. And Igor's just like kind of a strong figure that shows us no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much challenges we're facing, we're capable of doing it. We need to believe in ourselves and just believe in each other all the time. So yeah.
I was about to say the same thing.
great minds think alike.
You know,
Well, I'm not gonna talk about like all the technique because I think
Yeah.
he's one of the best like technical
Technical.
people. He
Yeah.
can teach how to do steps, turns well.
Yeah, I think like a big reason that I was able to transition into dance like relatively seamlessly, obviously some growing pains, but is because I mean every day Igor's drilling me on the technique.
Mhm.
Turns have been scrutinized a lot more, I think, this season than in previous seasons. And I think we were prepared for that because every day Igor's making a note of which turns we got in the program when he watches the run through and which turns we didn't.
And
and
how
if-
to do them.
And how to do them. So like if we say in the rhythm dance, I missed the rocker on the partial. He said that was a terrible rocker. What are you doing? Just kidding. I would say that to myself. I'm like, what am I doing? That's a terrible rocker. When I watch the video back, he would make us do, as soon as we finish the program, when we're tired, he'd make us do the partial step sequence or like have us do
Mm.
the turns. Like instead of maybe doing a choreographic element or something that like requires energy at the end of the program, he has us do the turns. So no matter how we feel, no matter how tired you are, you're steady on the blade and you can complete the turn successfully.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to show it most of the times.
Yeah.
The way he explains
Mm.
it just makes
Sense.
sense and you
Yeah.
understand it on just normal level.
Yeah.
Right, that's awesome. Well, we already mentioned the quad run-throughs. How on earth are y'all managing to do that and still stay healthy? What is the recovery process
Actually,
like?
I'm scared we have one tomorrow.
We
It's
don't
our,
have
Oh.
no,
no.
we're supposed to have it tomorrow, but we might take because I've been a little sick. So maybe
Mm.
Our voices are a little down because we've
yeah.
been sick.
Yeah,
Oh
but
no.
I think everyone in Japan that was at the show was sick. Like Alyssa was sick, Ilya was,
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
yeah, so
Well, it's a lot of travel. You guys are
Hmm.
traveling all over the world in like 3 weeks. So
but yeah, maybe we just do double tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a normal preparation for the nationals, 2 hard weeks and 1 easy week.
Yeah, I think the quad run, it's like a lot of people asking us about it because it's not something that maybe a lot of teams are doing.
It's not terrible,
But
after the second one, you just stop feeling like
yeah, I mean,
Oh, that sounds great.
no, the first times we did it, I was like literally crying. Like going into the third run through, I was having like singular tears
but
just like
midway
coming up.
something like
And then
changes.
something clicks. And in the fourth one, I was like start
We
to
don't do
laugh.
lifts on the fourth
Yeah,
one.
the fourth one is without lift because it gets a little
okay.
dangerous,
Mm.
like when you're like dying. But I'm like laughing in the fourth one because I'm like, whatever, it's like you're gonna be fine. But after like those first few times we did it, it almost felt like if we didn't do it, it didn't feel like the day wasn't hard enough or
Mm.
something. Like we didn't get our job done for the day. And obviously it's difficult
But it
and
needs to be
but
done.
it needs to be done
Mhm.
because for us particularly, I want to have that confidence that when I step onto competition ice, I know in my heart that I can do this no matter how I feel. I'm sick, I'm tired, it's my fourth one, it's my second one. It doesn't matter. I can do a good run through no matter what the time of day it is. It could be 6 a.m., it could be 8 p.m. I can do it. I have slept 1 hour last night. I can still do it. It doesn't matter. And it's more, I think, not only for the stamina for
It's
training, it's
mental.
more for mentally.
Mm.
Like I'm confident when I go on the ice because I feel like there's not a time when you couldn't say put your skates on, do the run through, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
Is that something that you guys brought into this season, or is that something that you've been doing for the past couple
We
years?
didn't do it as much because, well, injuries and everything. I was pretty injured the past season and a half before that. But we've been trying it, but it was just never as frequent as this
yeah, like I
season.
think our first season we did it like twice or three
Actually, first
times.
season
Maybe.
it was the closest to what we've
Yeah.
been training
And
as training right now. First
And
season.
then after that, I think also our second season with the Beauty and the Beast program, he was really injured, or you were injured already, basically, with during that season. And also, the program was changing every day. Like we were making changes to the program all the time, so it was like we really had time to memorize it, let alone like train
There's
it so
four
much.
changes there.
And then also there was like the program ended like 6 times, so there were like six
There's only
endings
one
in
team
Beauty and the Beast. It was such a
No,
hard
there was
program.
4, but the only program I've seen this season who has more endings is Lyle and Lewis.
Oh yeah,
That's a hard
that ending note goes for like so long.
That's a hard program.
But yeah, like it was also really hard physically, like energy wise, that program. So
No, I think it's just because we didn't do it as
yeah,
frequently,
yeah.
and when you get it into like a schedule
Groove,
routine, it's easy to do things when you like motivated, but it becomes hard when it's like you have to do it.
Yeah, and no one was forcing us also to do this. Like Igor was saying, maybe, guys only do 2 today, or maybe, only do 3. Like,
Sometimes that's another
and
thing he
then
taught us.
in like, but then some days when he would say this, I was like, no, we need to do, we need to do 4. And Vadym gets this look, he's like, we need to do 4. I'm like, okay.
Well, I know you've been very focused on this current season right now, but I wanted to have you guys to take like a little step back and maybe look at the overall first quad that you guys have had together as an ice dance couple. What is one thing that you kind of learned about each other that you think has been a core element to the success in your partnership?
A great question. I think You can go first, actually. I
I
need a
I,
minute.
I need a minute.
I mean, for me, looking back, it's been really transformative. The first season, I was like, had zero confidence in myself. And I was like, basically, every time I was taking the ice, like shaking because I was so nervous every time we skated. And I just wanted to, like, so bad to prove that I was fit for my position as his partner, fit for my position as an ice dancer.
Selected a good
Like,
partner, not a waste.
and and I was just like, I wanted so bad to prove that it wasn't a mistake that he chose me as his partner, I think, especially like the first season. And that like bled in a little bit to the second season just because like we had some success in our first season and people were like, maybe not expecting that, I guess I'd say. And then I mean to look at where I was then, like mentally even, and now it's just been a huge transformation. And I mean what we've learned about our each other, I think we just learned how to work together no matter what, no matter what's happening off the ice, no matter what's happening on the ice, you know, how somebody feels, how tired they are. You just have to be in unison. Like, and I think a lot of times Vadym is really good if I'm not feeling well. He understands how I'm feeling, but he also understands when to, you know, say, come on, you can do it. Like, let's go. We can do it again. You got it. And then when to say, you know, take a rest, I'll do by myself or something like this. And we just learned kind of how to be the most efficient we possibly could be, depending on how we're feeling, both of us physically. So, yeah, I just think we learned a lot about each other and we've gotten good at knowing our process, what we need to do. And I'm really like happy looking back on the 4 years because I've just made a lot of big transformation and like a lot of growth, I think, for both of us, like physically, mentally, everything. And yeah, it's crazy that it's been 4 years already. Like doesn't feel like that long. So
Yeah. No, we've been through a lot of things,
yeah.
like 4 seasons. I mean, this is our whole career we're talking
Yeah.
It
about.
felt like yesterday you were doing the Beauty and the Beast free dance. Like it's
Yep.
flown by.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really did.
No, I think I learned a lot. I matured a lot. Especially I learned a lot of things from you on how to be my best maybe right now. I'm just happy that all of this happened, that we got together,
Yeah.
we started skating together, and we have each other now.
Yeah. It's like honestly changed the course of both of our lives, I feel.
Yeah.
Like just one practice session, Igor saw me skating in Germany and it changed the course of my life for sure, forever. And
One birthday party.
and when he was at his birthday party when Igor told him that he wanted him to skate with me. But yeah, I think it's been a really great 4 years and the best is yet to come. Like I have so many ideas that I want to do and so many
Yeah.
things that we want to do.
It's
So
more exciting to know that we still have maybe even more of what we already
yeah,
accomplished.
yeah.
Like another 10 years maybe. Who knows?
Oh, well, we would look forward to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, absolutely. And
I
speaking
mean,
of,
with squad runthroughs, it's going to be longer
Yeah.
for a career, but
Maybe you'll manage it a little
We
bit.
did.
Maybe three.
Somebody calculated it, and our combined age, I guess, in like compared to other ones in the final was like 15 years or something younger than everybody else. So like we're like on average 10 years younger than the other teams that were competing in the final. So it was just
whoa.
it was crazy, and I was going, what? Like it's crazy.
Have y'all seen the Evan Bates Outlives Twitter account?
Oh my God. Okay, we don't really use Twitter too much.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just I don't know. I never really had it when I was growing up, but people love that account because in the locker room, everyone's like, guys, I just found out who the president was based on or whatever, based on Evan
About Evan.
outlives, or like, guys, Biden's not running for president anymore based on Evan Bates outlives. I'm like, what is going on?
No, I've gotten a lot of serious news from that Twitter account, like solely. It is actually insane. But maybe, yeah, if you go on for 10 years plus, like y'all could be the next Evan Bates Outlives.
Hopefully it's a positive
In a
though.
positive way.
But
But
great.
looking forward to the US national championships, what is going to be the big focus for you two in your training? Any changes that you anticipate, and what goals do you have for nationals?
For nationals, we want to skate our best and we want to make the Olympic team. I mean, it's pretty obvious goal for us. We've said many times, and I think we are in a good position to do that. But we need to skate our best, and we understand that, their nationals performance matters. We can't just, walk in and say, oh, we've got this, or we don't need to do 100%. No, like we know we have to skate 100%. We got to work hard, and we got to place well and make a claim for ourselves. And
I mean, everybody, second to
everybody.
ninth place, all of them, I
Yeah.
think, deserve to go to Olympics. They're all
There's a
great
lot,
skaters.
there's a lot of deserving teams in the US, and a lot of people who have put in the time and, been here longer than us sometimes, some people. So it's just, it's going to be a fight, and that's what it will be at the end of the day. It's the deepest ice dance field in the world. So it's going to be interesting. I'm actually really excited just to see how everyone shows up and like what the vibe is. And I think an Olympic season, national championships is always really special. I mean, I competed in novice. It's single lady novice in 2018.
It's almost as intense.
So, and it was pretty intense. But just being in the arena, and like I watched all the singles events or like the senior events when I competed there, it was just like super special. And everybody's hyped, like everybody's excited, wants to know who's going to be on the team. And it's just it's a really special event, and we're ready to fight for it, and we're ready to, stake the claim. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a super, super exciting ice dance event, and I cannot wait to watch. I think Nolan's going to take it away next with some more like
Yeah.
personal
So
ice dance
yeah,
questions.
we're coming into like the personal questions. Or, well, actually, there's like a couple, like one more. There's a couple ice dance questions, but like we'll get into the hobbies stuff like that. But so maybe just kind of getting to know like your guys' ice dance taste. What do you guys have like any favorite ice dance programs of all times? Do you have any like maybe ice dance idols that you've looked up to, or maybe like other athletes maybe that aren't involved in skating that have kind of helped shape you into the couple you are today on the ice?
Well, I can start.
Yeah, you could start.
I think I have so many because I think there have been so many great skaters before us. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's Tess and Scott. Cicerone's one of them. Eddie and Evan, Charlie, and Meryl. But I think my most favorite would still be Toro and Dean.
Yeah. We actually, in the off season, when Vadym was pretty injured still, when he was just getting back to skating, we watched all Torval and Dean's programs, like every performance they ever did. And we were trying to learn everything that we could from
We tried
it.
to transfer
We
some
tried to
things.
transfer a lot of it. And I mean, it's difficult. Like what they do is not easy.
Even for that
And
time, it was really modern too.
yeah, and what they're doing, like all the lifts, all the movements, super modern. Actually, particularly the program they did to missing, it's
Igor will
was
disagree. Not
exhibition
his
program.
favorite.
It's not Igor's favorite, but it is one of my favorite programs. I just think they do like a lot of repetitive movements, but it's like almost like 10 times more impactful because they do things like 3 times in a row, or they have like these kind of symmetrical movements that I think is really cool. So yeah, I love Torval and Dean. I also I mean, Tessa and Scott is like, I remember seeing Scott in person for the first time, and I was like, not okay for like 10 minutes. I was like, I need to take a minute to recompose myself, like, just because I'd never seen him like in real life. So, yeah, I think that would be like, I would love to work with Tessa one day just to get her advice and opinion on stuff. I think she's one of the most talented, hardworking, and just, I know she persevered through a lot during her career. So I think it'd be great to get her advice and, expertise one day, maybe someday. Tessa, please. But but yeah, I think as Vadim said, there's just a lot of really amazing programs that you look back on in the sport. And I've watched all of it almost. I remember when I was still in Germany after the first day Igor met me, he started sending to my coach videos, ice dance videos from like years ago, years and years and years, and just was like spamming, have her watch this. You should check this out. She should definitely like watch this. Do you like this program? And I was like, what is going on? So I had a full ice dance education after I switched.
Did you ever watch? I'm sure you have, but what was your first reaction when you saw Fusarpoli and Margalio
Oh
after
my
the rhythm dance
God.
in
That's like the
2006?
most amazing video. She's such
Barbara?
yeah, Barbara.
Oh my
She's
God.
such a queen. And sometimes I make this face and he's like, why are you making the Barbara face? But yeah,
I think
I love that video.
Natalie gave the same face to the music people.
Oh.
It's
Finland. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
channeling Barbara.
She was, yeah. She was fired up.
I mean, I would have
I
been,
would be too.
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, this is a great segue because our next question is about the current state of ice dance, and there's been a lot of conversation about levels, bringing back the pattern dance, choreographic elements. We've touched on a lot of it as well already, but what are your personal thoughts, and are there any changes that you personally want to see in ice dance rules?
I think what we have right now is a perfect mix of what is sport and artistry is. If we gonna go one or another way, I think we're gonna lose one of these aspects.
Mm,
But from the other side, I would love to bring back a little bit more of compulsories. That's what I said. And because it's easier to compare teams, we're struggling a lot with judging right now. In my opinion, first of all, the judging system needs to be different because people come to the event and they don't understand the score at all. Like it's 100, 120. What does that mean? Like, I don't say that the 6.0 system was great, but it was more understandable for the people.
Mhm.
So I think that's one thing I would love to change maybe in the next, not next squad, but maybe Vision 2030. I don't know. But compulsories also were great because they developed a lot of skating skills for athletes. Now I feel like it's a little bit missing. It's going the other direction, which is not bad, but it's just different, in my
Mhm.
opinion. But I think the first of all needs to change is how things are judged because right now we have a perfect mix of um, artistry and sport. We just
Yeah.
need great themes, I
Yeah,
think,
I think
going forward.
also too, there's a lot of restriction that people, I guess maybe like the average ice dance viewer doesn't understand or know about. But like in our choreographic elements, which are supposed to be the elements that you can express yourself choreographically and do all these different things,
Restrictions, yeah.
it's a lot of restriction. And it makes it hard to have individuality, I think, because people are kind of funneled into the same category or the same style of movement because you're just restricted in
But I
the way
understand
you do
because it's
things.
easy to compare then. Otherwise, you're
Yeah,
comparing like apple to orange. This
yeah,
way you can
Mhm.
see more the comparison. That's why maybe they're making
yeah,
these restrictions. But I think if they open it up, it's actually going to be more interesting
yeah,
and more difficult, more artistry in it. And then some things might be more understandable then you're gonna
yeah.
see like, oh, this orange is brighter than this apple. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think also too, I would love to do a pattern dance in the rhythm dance. I think that'd be awesome. I tested all of my pattern dances. That's a lot of times a question people have is
Without
if
me.
I had to do them. I did take them all. Kiefer Hubble actually took me through all
Mm.
31 of my pattern dances that I had to test. And he took me through Rocker Foxtrot, and that's the only one he did.
That was good.
But but yeah, it was just like I'm for bringing back the pattern dance in some way, just because I think it would prove myself. Because a lot of people will say like, oh, maybe they wouldn't be as successful if they had to do the pattern dance, and I would say, no, I know I could do a pattern
You
dance.
got it on
Give it
you.
to me, like I could do it. So, yeah, that's one thing, and then I also think just the restrictions kind of limit some things. And I understand in a way why they have all of these rules and restrictions is because it is a sport. And I remember someone asked us in the Finlandia press conference, like, how do you feel about the restriction and whatever, the judging and all this stuff? And I said, ultimately, this is a sport. And without any rules, if you just go out there for vibes and expect, to be rewarded for something, it's not quantifiable. And it's not a sport anymore. There has to be rules, there has to be, something to make the score. And so that's why we have these elements, that's why we have all of these restrictions and stuff, and it makes sense from that perspective. But I just think we need to rework maybe the mindset we're going around it, because you can have certain elements, but just the restrictions within those elements is what's maybe limiting creativity. So I don't want to go just for vibes, but
Mm.
there is a need for
Yeah.
change, I guess I'd say.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
very well put.
yeah, absolutely. It was really, yeah, super
Very
awesome.
detailed.
Uh-huh. Speaking of vibes, I'm dying to know more about the costuming, the styling, the packaging process. Who is involved in the entire creative process? I mean, I see your Get Ready With Me's. I see the like makeup tutorials on TikTok. Like we're all there. Like tell us everything about it.
Oh my God.
Fun fact, for some reason, the actual TikTok she makes doesn't get as much views as
Is
someone
people,
clipping
yeah,
her
like someone
TikToks.
posting it on their own, or
Wait,
like
really?
no, someone posted a video of our gala program from China, and it got
Uh-huh.
like 50,000 likes, and I was like, "Where is this on my TikTok,
Where's
guys?"
my love?
I'm like, "Where are my likes at? Come on!" But yeah.
The program,
Oh
coming
yeah,
back
the
to
coming
the
back. The
costumes.
costumes, I think it's kind of a collaborative effort most of the time. And in previous years, we've kind of had trouble with our packaging, I'll say, because there's maybe too many cooks in the kitchen. Like
Mm.
too many people are trying to put their ideas in or trying to put their opinion in, and sometimes it gets overwhelming, and then the idea just gets lost. And what we end up with is maybe not 100% what suits us the
Yeah,
best.
and when you have so many people, it's just hard to communicate between
Yeah,
all.
and people are
Mhm.
texting other people. I don't know what's going on, So it's the best situation that we had this year, especially with the freelance, is Benoit came up with kind of an idea or like a mood that he wanted.
No, it
And
was fully his idea, like
yeah,
starting from the mood, the program, the
yeah.
steps, the costumes.
And he had like what he had in his head for the costume was a vibe, I guess I'd say, but he didn't have a specific
I
design.
think he was close to the
But he was close. And then
specific.
I found a dress that I really loved. Actually, it was like um I was on Pinterest. It was like Dior from the 80s or something.
Mm.
It's just like this black lace, like super, super pretty gown. And I sent that to the costume designer and I said, is there some way to transfer this into a skating dress design? And she was like, absolutely. We work with Sophie. She does Astre Couture for the
Mm.
costumes. And she said, absolutely. Like, I love this idea. So she made the sketches. And then after some like revision and stuff, just adjusting a few things, we got our product. And actually, we were supposed to add like some more details to the costumes after Japan, but I just loved it so much how it was. I was like, it doesn't need anything else. Like, I think adding more would just ruin the sleekness of it. And it's also just like my favorite costume I've ever worn, the freelance dress. I love it so much. So,
But rhythm dance, I have like
it
8 different costumes.
both
I
have
heard you both have like 7 costumes for the rhythm dance.
it's been a journey. So
But
we,
it's also
yeah,
hard with the theme that was
yeah.
picked.
Mm.
Mm.
During that time, there wasn't really good
No,
designs.
it's like you want me to wear baggy t-shirt and baggy
Some
jeans or
things
something,
just
Yeah.
not,
it's just like not
yeah.
transferable. And in the beginning, when we were making the costumes, we really wanted it to be like 90s. And then we got too much and it was just ugly. Like I just had to, it was like ugly. And so the first
I mean,
kind,
I like my
Vadym's was
costumes.
good. Mine was it was bad. And so I didn't wear that in public. I was like, I can't wear this in public ever.
I can't imagine it being that
Yeah.
bad.
And no, it was rough.
I really wanted a jacket, but
Yeah, video, and I feel bad because the only ask that he had this
the whole
entire
season,
season for any costume, any hair, anything, he said, I just want a jacket in the rhythm dance. And I was like, okay. So his first costume that he wore in Japan had a jacket. The top and the pants that I wore in Japan, I sewed that top like the day before we left, and then I just put like 5 stones on it. And I just whatever sewed down the waistband to make my
Hmm.
leggings low-waisted, and I like sewed like serged them all the way around. And that's what I wore in Japan because I wasn't gonna wear the not my favorite one. And then after that, we kind of had to come back to the drawing board and we were like, what do we do? Because we only had a few
Hmm.
but the
weeks.
jacket didn't work because I guess it was a little
Yeah.
baggy on me and it didn't show the lines the way that Igor envisioned for that
Yeah.
project. He wanted to be more like slick on me.
Yeah. And I also think like we have a lot of dancing and like a lot of like cool body movement. And so hiding that wasn't really beneficial for the program.
Hmm.
I don't know,
Hmm.
sorry. But it looks good now what he wears. So, but after Japan, we came back to the drawing board and we actually had a different costume designer because the rhythm dance costumes we originally had weren't from Sophie. So weren't from the French Astre Couture. We had somebody else. And then the second ones we had her make, and those got lost in the mail, one of them. Finally we got something sent to China, and the ones that we had sent to China, there were different ones, was too big on me. Like I couldn't wear it. Like the pants were too big. It like looked bad, so I couldn't wear it. And I ended
Our
up
team leader
wearing
helped
our
us.
team leader, who was actually US Figure Skating's packaging woman. Thank God she was with us there. And I wore an Aritzia tank top that I had brought with me like for going out. And then I wore these addicted shorts that I had packed like at the last minute. I was like, I should probably just pack them. Like, what if the pants don't fit me? What if something doesn't fit me? I'm like, okay. And they're like $7 shorts. like literally $7.
Good deal.
I
And
f- I feel
I
like I saw something like what's her name? Phoebe Becker. I feel like had to do something similar last
Oh
year where
yeah,
she had
with
to
the
go to a
Zara
rich
dress.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on her TikTok. But yeah, and then I didn't even have black tights for China because I didn't plan on wearing tights. And so I borrowed Alyssa's tights, which
What
was
shirt did
really
I
nice.
have?
And oh yeah, he had a shirt from Zara that
Zara for me.
yeah, I sewed the sleeves because it was like to here, so I rolled it up and I sewed it down while we were in China. I just bought like a sewing kit and did it there. And I did the same to like his neckline. And he wore your jean costume pants that he's
Yeah.
had in a belt. So
But
yeah.
then we
And then after that, we got home and we were like, okay, we've got 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. We got to get something else
we
made.
already have 4 costumes,
And
but
yeah, and
who
this is
cares?
like number 4. So then we went to Jane, and she's like locally in Detroit area because we needed someone to like fit it on us and have it there, like where
And
we
timing
could
was a
see,
little
yeah,
tight.
and where we could see it and not have the shipping issue again. And so yeah, she made what we wore in Finland and in Japan. I actually have like 4 tops that I might be rotating through. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But the one I wore in Finland and in Japan is it was the same one. So, but on practices I've been wearing the other ones. So
Yeah.
we'll see what
I have 2
happens.
similar
And he
shirts
has
now.
2 shirts, 2
They're
pants.
slightly
Yeah.
different, but they're
It's just like
different.
different fabric, a little bit of a different cut, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys have got it kind of settled for right now.
Thank God for Zara.
Now
Yeah.
we'll shift to like this is just like general interest hobbies, kind of like very simple, easy questions, but maybe two questions for the two of you. Maybe like a favorite place that you guys have traveled for skating, and then maybe some of the hobbies that you two have outside of the ice.
Ooh, I think probably Japan is maybe our favorite place.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it a lot, but I also really loved Slovakia, Bratislava. I loved it there. It was really cool.
I'm
Like
perfect
the
there.
old town, I thought that was really nice. And then also Courmayeur when we were with Benoit in Italy. That was like a dream. Like I loved it there. We went to this like baths, like these hot spring baths, and we could spend like 4 days there. Like we had an aperitivo, like it was amazing.
Shout out to that
Oh yeah.
waiter
Yeah, we went to the same restaurant like five
and the
times in
owner.
Courmayeur, and they start to know us like after day 5 or something going to the same place. And we were really lost trying to get to the baths, and we ran into the waiter.
And there's no taxis
And there's
because it's in a
yeah,
mountain.
Oh.
Takes
there's
a
like
long time
no
for the
Uber,
taxi.
no taxi,
No.
nothing.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of renting a bikes, but then it's like a 40-minute down the hill
And
and
then
an
hour and a half
bus.
bike back up. I'm like,
I
we're
was
not
like-
gonna be able to
And it's
do
like
that.
starting to like get a little bit cloudy.
Raining. Yeah.
Thank God we didn't bike because it
It would have
was
been it would have been so
pouring.
bad. I like don't know what we would have done. But whatever. We ran into the waiter and he helped us and he got us to the baths. Like he told us exactly what bus to take, what time, where to go. And
Also, great system, by the way,
yeah,
with
they had a
buses.
really good bus system. But yeah, if we didn't make friends with him because he was our waiter like 5 days in a row, we wouldn't have been able to go to this amazing place. So more you know when you're traveling, you got to make connection
Yeah.
with people, which was I loved it there. I would go back in a heartbeat.
Japan, Italy for me as well.
Mhm.
And I love Estonia. Like even for the 2 days where we're there
Yeah.
this season,
Yeah.
it was great.
Wait, was Estonia the one who had the crazy European championship that one year?
I think
Yes.
it was
Or they hosted 4 continents and
Oh yeah.
Europeans in the same year.
during COVID, yes, yes.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it is
And
European.
Junior Worlds, I think.
Yeah, Junior World
Yeah,
was there.
yeah.
He won when he was there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The lucky spot. Well, switching to a little bit of our socials and TikTok, I'm really curious to know, Emmy, what's your favorite TikTok that you filmed? And Vadym, if you have input, like, do you like the TikToks that she does? Are you into it? And do you have any
I'm
favorite
Okay,
trends?
we gotta make it clear he's not forced to do TikToks.
I'm
I
part of
think
the
Okay.
experience.
people think that he's like forced at gunpoint by me or something like
No,
that. Like aggressively making him do it. Like he it takes a convincing a little bit sometimes, but he likes to do some of them. It just depends on which one.
yeah, some of them are very strange, but
I have a lot of we got a lot in the drafts,
Okay,
a lot in
perfect.
the drafts. But yeah, I love making TikToks just because I feel like it's like a less serious way of like I don't know, like social media, Instagram can be so serious, and like,
Hmm.
I don't use Twitter, and so TikTok just seems like more fun and more like real to me, and I just like can film whatever I want and it doesn't really matter as much, I guess I'd say. But yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Do you
while
have
you
They're
any?
all so good.
Oh, thanks.
but for me, it's just sometimes I think about I was too shy in 2020 to dance and
Oh my
TikTok.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Now I'm
now
not famous. I could have just danced
so
in
now I
my
have to go
garage.
to 90, you know?
I danced in my garage in 2020 and not have to work a job.
Exactly.
But yeah, I know. I mean, I love filming TikToks. It's actually funny. The commentator, Mark,
Mhm.
he
Mhm.
came up to me. He's like, I saw you get ready with me this morning in Japan. And I was mortified. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
"God." Like, if he's watching my
It's
get
not
readies
bad.
with me, like, who else is watching my get readies with me? But hopefully I can still commit to making some content. At competition, like, it depends on the competition. Sometimes I'm just, like, not really in the mindset to make them, but like on the practice days, maybe I'll make them. On the day of competition, I never do. I just like kind of stay off social media
Mhm.
the day of competition. But um, yeah, I love making TikTok.
Well, my get ready would be very short because I
He
need
does
to
nothing.
take a shower, dry my hair, brush my teeth, get the hair gel done.
No, we
That's
all
it.
and guess who does his hair? Me. So that's part of my
That's
get
I
ready.
have noticed.
Yeah,
I have
Are you
noticed the
putting the
hair.
gel in the hair?
yeah, and like I always have to do his
uh,
hair because it will fall out if not.
But that could be the next TikTok ideas. Like, have you done
Get
that?
ready
Doing
with
his hair?
Vadym.
Yeah, get
Oh,
ready with the
I
Dave,
so
and then
much
doing the.
say.
Yeah, yeah,
Have
yeah.
to be
Write that
ready with
down.
me because normally I'm just getting him ready most of the time.
okay.
Well, we've been loving the content because you're kind of paving the way for like figure skating. Like, you're waking up like the Get Ready With Me is in a space that isn't really used to it or doing it. So keep at it. We love it.
Yeah. Vadim, so I saw in like an interview that you said you're like really into chess. Do you have like any sort of like favorite streamers or players that you watch or
I love Hikaru. I love
yeah.
modern chess. I love watching Magnus whenever he's on, some YouTube shorts are great. I still think YouTube shorts gonna come back to style with TikTok.
I hear YouTube shorts in the background of like chess and anime all the time, and it's what I'm.
That's
I'll pick Instagram Reels over
I
TikTok.
do too. I don't do TikTok. I'm too
Thank
old
you.
for TikTok. I'm
See.
Thank
25. I'm too
you.
old.
I
But
No.
just TikTok is not it. It's
I
it's
love TikTok compared to Instagram Reels. My TikTok is like so much more curated to me.
you'll see Instagram is gonna
I
rise up.
couldn't get into it during COVID. Like I couldn't do the dances, so I was like, I
That's the
think
thing.
that's
It's
not
so,
for
but we're
me.
we're beyond that now. We're past now. It's
Yeah.
like more niche, and like you really get down like your rabbit hole on TikTok. I'm with you. I'm with you, Emmy.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay, well, speaking of more media content, I'm really curious to know your favorite music right now, or any shows that you're into.
Um, Actually, I'm rewatching Bridgerton right now. It's kind of a
Mm.
comfort show for me. I love Bridgerton. I made him watch the first season with me, and you liked it. You say you don't, but you liked the first season.
It's not
And I'm rewatching it. The new season is coming out in like a month or
season
something.
5.
No, four.
Season
And then we also have been watching Stranger Things season
Okay.
4.
Oh.
So we like that show. And he didn't used to like it. And then
I
he
love
he rewatched it now and he's like more into it. So we've been watching that. For music, honestly, I am kind of a all over the map type of listener to music. Like my
a
playlists are,
single mom
oh
who
my God.
works to
Music taste is like really all over the place. Like my warm-up playlist is a mix of like literally musical theater, classical music, like modern, like hip hop music or like
No.
pop music. So it can be anything. Just
6 a.m. jams are tangled. We're
Tangled. You
like
can't say that. That's not
I see the light.
Oh my God. No.
That
Igor had an idea for
no, that
program,
you played.
but
You
okay,
played.
okay.
A tangle free dance?
Yeah.
Before Beauty and the Beast,
Whoa.
that was
Okay.
also an idea, but no. But I really like Sienna Spiro. If you know,
Oh,
her
I haven't
music
heard
has
of
gone
them.
really viral on TikTok like recently. But she has like, and like two of the songs, you probably have heard it. It's like Die on This Hill and then You Stole the Show are like her two biggest hits. And then
Mhm.
she has like a whole other EP that's really amazing. So I've been listening to that like on repeat. And you can talk about music you like.
Well, I love Bruno Mars.
Oh my God.
Oh, classic.
I
Mars.
love Bruno Mars. I love Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah, his actually the first concert he ever went to, Igor and Adrian, our coaches, took us to Imagine Dragons. So that was his first live concert that he
Yeah.
ever saw. So now that
It
he
was
likes
really
them
fun.
now,
It was really, it was insane actual experience. Macklemore was a warm-up.
yeah, Mac
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
man, it was
That takes me back to like middle school.
yeah.
Like I was
So Imagine Dragons, Bruno Mars, and oh no, I can't say him. Let me um Michael Jackson. I
Oh yeah,
sometimes I just
it's Michael
love jamming
Jackson.
to Michael Jackson. Yeah.
And like old Michael Jackson new like
Like the 80s album, the Dangerous
80s,
album,
that's 90s, no?
90s
90s.
album.
Like he
Yes.
loves all the albums.
wait, okay, I saw somewhere. Is it true that you've been watching Salt Lake City Housewives?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, I've been watching too.
I'm not caught up though. I haven't
Okay,
watched
I won't spoil. I
season
won't
five.
spoil.
I watched it too. I was dragged into
Yeah,
it.
he was
Isn't it good? Isn't it good,
Not
Vadym?
bad.
when Jen Shaw got arrested, he was gagged.
Yes.
He was so gagged. Like he literally was like so into the show. He was
I
stabbed
was
up
like,
in his chair.
this was crazy.
Yeah.
And she's back, and she's released. She got released on December 10th. She got released,
I know that. Oh my God.
yes, she got
I heard
released
that.
early.
Wait, that's sickening.
Are they gonna do show about her?
Maybe she'll be on next season.
There's a lot of controversy right now whether or not she's going to come back or she has like the rights to come back. But like, that's gonna be crazy. Do you have a
Crazy.
favorite housewife?
I don't know. Honestly, this season, like what I've watched so far, they're all kind of making me mad a little bit, just a little bit. Heather, sometimes she stands on business, and I love Heather for that. But what? Why are you laughing?
She's been meddling. Heather's
Yeah,
been
she's
meddling a
been
little.
stirring the
Mhm.
pot. And like Lisa always plays the victim, that's just her MO. But
Mhm.
honestly, like sometimes I stand Lisa Barlow too. You just have to. I don't know
She's
why.
good. Like her and Meredith Marks,
Oh
like
my
on
God. Meredith, you want to talk about her husband? I love Meredith. I was literally like,
the accent is so good.
yeah,
And
I know, it's so funny.
she's been going on tour doing DJ sets, and she was just in DC is where I live.
What?
Yeah, I think she's
didn't
so
know that.
yeah, she has some more stops left. You should check it out.
Meredith Marks, the DJ.
Actually, I
Hmm.
watched more Vanderpump
Oh yeah,
recently.
we've also watched Vanderpump. Like
Vanderpump
we
is
watched it
good.
all together. So
Like that's cool.
The craziest thing to me that the guy went to X Factor.
oh no, he went on America's Tom
Oh, man.
Sandoval went on America's Got
Yeah.
Talent. It was
Terrible.
bad.
It wasn't terrible. You can't say it was bad. It
Wait,
wasn't.
what talent did you do?
He sung with his band. You know how he has that like weird band. I'm sorry, I hate Tom Sandoval.
Yeah, no.
It just like it was bad, and it's really funny. You should watch it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, he was also on Traders. Did you see him on Traders?
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't watch the whole season, but I did
Another
see he was
show
on
that
it.
I tried to watch.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're
don't
gonna
even
have to
try.
you're gonna have to get into it because Tara and Johnny are gonna be on it this
Oh, yeah, they
season.
are.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that.
Hmm.
That's so funny.
Another fun question. What is your dream sponsorship or brand deal?
Ooh, I really want to do Aloe.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's
That's
like
a good one.
probably my number one because I wear a lot of their stuff and I feel it's high quality. They have good ethics as a brand. They're relatively sustainable, which is something
Mhm.
that's important to me. And yeah, I would love to have Aloe. And like US really can't do any deals with Lulu because it's
Yeah.
Canadian. So I'd love to do Aloe. What about you?
I have two,
Nervous.
but I can say I want one more than another. It's Costco and Pole.
What about
Wait,
Costco?
Costco.
What is
He
the
loves
Costco store?
Costco.
I feel like just the year membership for free would be a huge deal. Like that would
He
be
loves-
The $60?
He loves Costco. It's like he feels Costco is the most American thing.
It's so
It is.
American.
And
I'm
He
scared
likes
to go
my-
to Costco with her. I just send her to the food court and I go shopping.
he like
But-
sits me down with a Diet Coke and is like, okay, sit here. And I just
Yes,
and
because
he goes shop because I'll
we
buy
buy
everything.
the most insane things that we're probably never gonna use, but they're on the sale. That's why
Yeah.
we're getting them.
Like something is on sale and it's like a rug that we don't need or like a like a heated blanket that we definitely don't need and we buy it anyways because it's on sale.
But
Or,
yeah,
like,
Costco,
summer
great
appearance.
membership.
Yeah.
And
and
Polo.
Polo. Polo is like obviously something
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
eventually, hopefully.
Sam's
but-
Club is
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the Ralph Lauren polo line for the Olympics? Do you like it? How do you feel?
Oh my God, there's okay, some of it is absolutely stunning. Those
Hmm.
white coats, I'm
The
like,
jacket
I know I'm gonna
is
get that
insane.
dirty if I get one, but it's gonna be fine. They're beautiful. And also they have like a brown leather jacket for the guys that I
Oh my
saw.
God.
Has the USA on the back. It's so cool.
They're so sick.
I
Yes.
love the turtleneck with the they
Hey,
had the coats with the tight tucked into the short shirt or sh pants. I was like, oh, obsessed.
it's kind of giving like a monochrome moment with the like
Hmm.
all white
Mm.
cream, and I'm into that. So I'm really excited, and hopefully we get
It's another modern.
Hopefully you're getting some soon.
Yeah. And I saw also too, they sent us a thing that like Skims is also sponsoring.
Oh,
Um,
no way.
yeah, some of it. So, and like they did for the Summer
The
Olympics.
summer.
And I wear a lot of Skims. Like that's probably my aloe and Skims are probably my two most things that I wear skating and like off the ice. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, we have two questions left. I know we've been talking for a long time, but so if you guys weren't involved in skating, what other sport do you think you would get yourselves into?
Swimming or taekwondo for me because I've been
Okay.
doing.
Oh.
I would
I
absolutely never do swimming.
I loved swimming.
Are you gonna go back to hockey?
No
Oh God, that's like so.
pucks.
I think I would be okay now because I can skate like
It's
good.
like so
I
fun
Hmm.
don't know
because
like what I would do,
I
but
saw her sister and she was like trying really hard, but she was not moving. Like,
skater.
I don't know. Like she,
No, she's a really great skater. She just skates like a hockey player, like you know how they skate like that,
Hmm.
skate like us. So that's why you're saying that. But yeah, I think I'd probably excel in gymnastics, like just naturally, because I'm short, I'm muscular, and I'm not really scared to do things. So I feel like gymnastics is something that I would be good at. But I'd also love to
my
do,
weaknesses, I care too much and work too hard.
but I also I don't know. I'd like to do like if I could go back and try something else and do skating, I would do more like ballet training, like serious ballet training because I did like some in the rink and then some obviously in the studio, but never seriously and I love ballet. Like I think it's so beautiful and I wish
Is
I had more real training in ballet. So
No, I love swimming. Swimming would be probably my
it's
pick.
like my worst nightmare. Jumping into a cold pool at 5 a.m. seems like out of
Uh-uh.
and the pools are like 60 degrees. Like they're not warm.
We
Ugh.
all came from water, so I'm just coming back to
And
it.
That's
then
true.
our final question, I want to know what was the experience like filming that Olympic Channel documentary this summer? And if you don't know, like it's like kind of become like a trend on Twitter now, where like you know the one clip where you guys are like walking in the mountains or whatever, and you're like, it's our first time in Italy, like hopefully it's not our last or something. It's become
Oh,
like such a like funny meme trend of like when someone posts something funny, then they'll like clip that like over it. It's just like it's
Oh
so
my
funny.
God. Wait, that's funny. Actually, that is really funny. And I know exactly what you're talking about because I was like uncomfortable. Okay, first of all, it was like so hot when we were filming that.
Oh.
it
Really,
was.
And
and
you're up there too.
yeah, and the sun was like blasting in my eyes. So I'm like
Well, it was
this,
beautiful.
but it was actually the most beautiful place I think I've ever been to, like in my life. And they treated us like royalty. Like it was crazy. I'd never experienced like something like that in my life.
No, they were super
And
nice.
they picked us up from the hotel in the morning. They took us up the mountains. We got to go all through the mountains. They were shooting with like drone shots. We were mic'd up. We got to go up like through the river and they were asking us questions while we were doing all this. And then I mean they also were filming in the rink a lot, which was another interesting experience for us because we never really had like that many cameras and like
Mhm.
lights and the microphones and stuff like skating.
I was so afraid to say something wrong. I was like, oh my God, man.
Like I don't know, it's just funny because sometimes when we skate, we're just like joking around or like saying random stuff to each other. I don't know, like we don't really like
Can we
think
do
about
this?
it. And you can say something. What?
No, I just need to fix my chair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I
Oh.
forgot. I was like, oh, I forgot we had the code.
The code, yes.
But yeah, so that was like a really amazing experience. And then like when we were up there, they took us to a traditional Italian restaurant. We got to eat some traditional Italian food. I had to speak in Italian for a little bit, which was I just ci vediamo, quattro gelati, whatever. I was
It
saying
was
like
better
random
than
stuff.
what I was saying,
And
so I picked her.
they asked us each to like try and speak Italian, and Vinny was trying, and he was so bad. They're like, we're just gonna have her do
In
it.
my
And it was
opinion,
funny.
for hearing it for the first time, I didn't do that bad.
Yeah, I mean it's not easy when you don't like speak Italian or don't speak any type of like Romance language, but it was really funny and it was an amazing experience. I would 100% like go back to Courmayeur. I would do it all again, 100
And
over.
the
Yeah.
rink is like a church, right? Is it a legit church that they renovated?
No, I don't know. Like it's like stained glass windows. They have
Yeah.
stained glass
Mm.
windows.
It's
And
like a movie, to be honest.
Benoit always says like the Holy Spirit is here.
I
He's like walking in, he's like, the Holy Spirit is here. Don't you feel it? And I was like feeling a little bit like okay about that. But then once you skate there, I kind of felt it. I was like, oh my God, like this is kind of a spiritual experience.
It
Like
was crazy.
it like the way the light comes in and like I don't know, the energy was also just really good there.
I
So
swear to God, it was the birds.
yeah, and there's like the windows are cut in like angular shapes and stuff. I don't know. And Vadim thought it looked like birds, and I don't think it has a specific pattern, but after he said that, I couldn't like unsee it. So it was cool. Yeah. And I love that rink. The ice is great also. Really good.
well, thank you guys so much for coming on and chatting with us and letting us to get to know you guys a little bit more. We really appreciate it so much, and we're wishing you guys the best of luck in the remainder of the season.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.